Series, and today is Wednesday, July the 7th, 2010, and I'm coming to you live and direct from Washington, D.C. once again, and I must say today was another record breaker. We hit 102 degrees here today. So I must say, as I always, say, this is Chocolate City, and of course, there was chocolate everywhere. I'd like to first thank everyone who's hit up the naughtygirls.com website. That's www.naughtygurls.com website. I got a lot of feedback from my host and everything saying that, we've been getting a lot of hits and a lot of you have been listening and downloading our past shows. I'd like to thank you and let you know that I appreciate that and, keep listening to us. Also, there are seats left on our Naughty Girls Vegas trip that's going to be happening November the 10th through the 13th. If you need more travel information, hit up TVF Travel, and the email address is service@tvftravel.com. And the travel agent there will be happy to assist you and get all your travel needs out the way. If the Vegas trip is something that you don't think you can handle, that's all right. We have other packages that we can put together for you as well. So reach out to them. This week, our topic is, I'm a player, what's the problem? To help discuss and give more insight on the other part of this topic, I would like to welcome the School of Dating Dean, Steve Dean Williams. Did I say that right?
That's Steve the Dean Williams. God, we home D.C., Maryland. That's where I'm from. So yeah, I love it.
All right, now I don't know if you guys have tuned into the Dean's Blog Talk Radio show, but you've got to, especially my black females out there. He tells the truth. Why are black women alone and not married? You got to hit up his site. It's Blog Talk Radio /Beyond Dating. I'm going to let him introduce himself more, but let me tell you, listen to some of his past and his current shows, and then, hit him up and let him know what you think. But I'd like to also ask you to CC me on those messages because, to me, he's talking nothing but the truth. So, the Dean, I'm going to turn it over to you and let you introduce yourself and tell our audience, what you're all about.
All right. Well, thank you very much, first off. And hello, everybody out there. I am the guy that will tell you what we call the honest, blunt truth, a little bit about myself. Let me start when I was young. I think the first girl I ever messed around with was in the second grade, where I kind of kissed her too many times, and I got beaten by my dad for doing that. When I was in the third grade, messed around in the bushes. When I was in the ninth grade, I was naked in bed with my older babysitter, but unfortunately I couldn't get my pee-pee hard enough to have sex with her. But when I was 14, I was lucky enough to sleep with a 24-year-old bisexual stripper who was married, who showed me how to be a slut and a whore. From that point on, I went out and I did just that, became a gigolo where I was sleeping with married women. I was going through y'all like butter. All y'all women went through like butter. I was again, I had a relationship with a black. I was making some. Hey, ladies, check it out. I used to mess with black women until one hit me in the back of the head with a ketchup bottle, broke my Prince records, and called the police on me. So that was
lying.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. But throughout my whoring and sleeping around and orgies and having husbands watch me sleep with their wives for money and all that other stuff, what happened was I met a woman who made me retire, made me stop what I was doing. And I remember y'all ladies, I'm an atheist, so it wasn't God that did it. I met a woman that made me into a great husband, and I retired. I don't mess around with, I stopped messing around with women. I went cold turkey, ladies, and I have been in a 11-year relationship with my woman where we have only had 5 arguments, and those 5 arguments are my fault because my wife asked me to come to bed at night because I'm a workaholic. Sometimes I fall asleep in my office, and those are my fault. So we don't fight and we don't argue, and so that's why I'm glad I'm here to let you ladies know that I'm going to show you why you're getting played. I'm going to tell you what you can do to not be played. Because, listen, ladies, if a man like me that's dirty, filthy, slutty, and whorish can be a upstanding, great father and husband, then any man that you choose to be with, you can change that man too if you listen. And I'm going to say it real quick. Y'all are not going to listen to me, right? I'm letting you know now. This whole show is going to go through in one ear and out the other, because when I tell you to do things, you're going to fight me on every turn. Thank you.
So your history in this show, they go 1-on-1, and that's why, I reached out to you as a guest tonight. Okay, let's go directly into our topic tonight. We have, this is from both sides. We have men and women who deal with people that they know they players. Like Erykah Badu just said, you don't want to fall on me. You don't want to fall in love with me because you know what's going to happen. But we have those individuals that still choose to deal with these players and try to convert the players. They want to cuddle, they want to have the relationships, but all along in his player's mind, he's just going to roll out. So is there anything, what's your hit on that? What
the ladies got to understand is that there's something called the unicorn. This drug is greater than cocaine and heroin and every other drug that you could possibly think of. It's called a unicorn, okay? And let me ask you, host, if you saw a unicorn in the woods, wouldn't you want to possess it? Wouldn't you tell all your girlfriends about it and everything? If you were just walking in the woods and you saw a unicorn, wouldn't you be surprised?
Yes, Aries would be surprised, and I would tell my girlfriends about the unicorn.
Ladies, let me explain something with the unicorn. See, what I teach my guys is unicorn sex, because that's the greatest sex in the world, because then we can get whatever we want from you without having to do anything. All we got to do is lick between the toes, spank that ass, pull your hair a little bit, and throw it down like we know what we're doing. But ladies, don't get mad at me. I'm just telling you the truth.
Now, you put a name on it. You call it unicorn sex. What is the, you're going into that. What is the difference between that and anything else? A woman, she has the tools to operate, and she could be the unicorn also. Am I wrong?
Oh, but see, I teach my guys the powers in the dick, not the pussy. See, that's the difference. But
okay.
Being said, though, the difference is a lot of ladies get boring Bob sex. He gets on top. No, excuse me. He kisses you on your neck a little bit. He touches your back. He gets on top of you. He strokes for about 3 or 4 minutes. He gets his nut, and he rolls over and goes to sleep or asks for a sandwich while you're sitting there digging in your drawer looking for a rabbit or a dildo to finish off the experience. See,
okay. You're okay. I would say you're correct.
This is what happened when I used to sleep with these women. This is what it'd be about. But see, what I'm showing you is that I don't call it foreplay. I call it 5-play, because I'm going to start from the moment you come into the house. It's all about you. From the moment I take your clothes off, it's about you. Moment I get you in bed and kiss all over you, it's about you. Because my job is to do the one thing that I know these other, quote-unquote, pussies and beta males won't do, is give you an orgasm. Give you not only one, I'm trying to get 3 in an hour. And then I'm going to take you in the shower, try to get another one, then get you in the bedroom and massage you and try to give you another one. And then
that's the player. So you're calling the player, that's the unicorn player that we're speaking about then, right?
Okay. That's the most dangerous one of them all. That's the top of the line, because the only cure for some good for you ladies is called good dick. The only cure for good dick is another good dick, because you are always going to compare every guy that you see from that point on. You know what? You have a guy that's throwing it on you for an hour. He's just tearing that coochie up for an hour, eating you out, just doing all that wild, nasty, dirty stuff you ever want to do. Then you get with boring Bob, and you try to get me out your head. I'm gonna get him out my head. I'm gonna get him out my head, and so I'm gonna go mess around with Tyrone or Jay or Joe or whoever, and they ain't bringing it in the bedroom. Guess what you're gonna be thinking about? He ain't bringing it right. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so what happens when you find that one? Can that unicorn be converted, or are they gonna, we have our women out here, are they gonna stay, on side of the bed or whatever, crying, as you said, wishing for that unicorn? I mean, are there things out there that a woman, if she desires that unicorn, what could she actually do if that's something that she wants to convert that player into?
Well, you see, the thing is, ladies, you don't want to convert a unicorn. You want to understand the unicorn.
Wrong words, my bad.
You want to understand the unicorn. And by doing that, see, if you want a unicorn man that will love you, that will give you good sex, that will throw it on 3, 4, 5 days, even when you're in your period, he's doing something to you.
Lord.
A whore that will do any and everything. Ladies, I mean any and everything. The only way to tame a guy like that is you have to do a certain group of things, because most guys at that point, they know if I get that pussy, it's over. That's just the thought process. All I got to do is get in the bed. All I got to do is just kiss her. All I got to do is touch her in a certain way. That pussy's over. It's game over. So what are you going to bring to the table? What can you bring me to the table to make me say, you know what? I don't need other women. That's the way you have to think. What can you do to say, you know what? Every woman right now to a unicorn is the same, but it's that one that sticks out. The one that goes against the grain is the one that stands out the most.
And we are talking outside of the bed now, right? Or just all around?
No, this ain't about sex. That's the beautiful thing about it. See, unicorns are built to take care of the coochie. So this ain't about sex. This is about the other things, because unicorns look for other things. They look for other things that they know they're not going to get from the average woman. They know that. So you got to stand out. You got to be your own type of unicorn to make him say, because what I did when I met my woman, I got on the phone with all my boys. I said, what the fuck did I just meet? Holy shit. And when you get a guy to say that, it's game over. Then you got him where you need him. There's certain shit you got to do. Yeah, it's certain shit you got to do.
Wow.
Yeah, because when I met my woman, and again, I met my woman, she can, I was a little cute motherfucker back then, but, she came up to me and everything, started talking to me, and everything was cool. But then I remember a few weeks later, I was like, you know what, maybe we can go out and do something. And she said, no, and I'm a cocky motherfucker. I'm already getting ass. I'm getting pussy from married women. I'm like, hey, I don't ask twice. And I walked off. And we didn't talk for a few months. But we managed to talk again, and we went out. And the first thing she did to throw me off, ladies, and get your lipstick out and write this shit down, ladies, the first thing she did, I decided, I'm just going to take it to a movie. I don't mind. I'm going to take it to the movie. You know what she did? She handed me her fucking wallet. Excuse me if I cuss, this blows me away. She handed me her goddamn wallet and said, ladies, she said the unindependence thing, she said, get what we need. Let me repeat that again. She handed me her wallet and said, get what we need. And I even though I had her wallet, I didn't even use them. I didn't use it. I'm just holding her wallet in my hand like, God damn, this woman really trusts me. And I was like, wow, that's fucking cool. That's really cool, because most women don't do that. Matter of fact, most of you, when you mess up the first time, let me tell you your first mistake, ladies, because you'd make a million mistakes to make us guys say, you know what, either you a booty call material or you're marriage material. And the first thing you mess up, hey, you make so many mistakes. You want to sit here and think that you deserve us to pay for dinner? I don't even know you, and you want me to take you out to eat? So,
but that's what they're conditioned to. Most women are conditioned to that.
I'm trying to take you out the matrix. I'm trying to take you outside this matrix. I'm trying to take you outside of what TV, movies, and radio are telling you. If you want to learn, I'm going to tell you, ladies. I tell you, and this is how it works. And then I'm going to tell you from the unicorn perspective. I always tell the woman, I'm going to be your dildo. I'll be in your closet waiting. You want to go out with one of these guys, go out with them, because they're going to buy your meals, they're going to buy all your dinners, and then you know what? Make an excuse.
That's not the unicorn. That's considered the, what do you call them, the beta male?
Yeah, the beta males. We tell the women to go out with the beta males because they're going to buy the meals for you. They're going to buy all the dinners. and then you just come home to me for the sex. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not paying for anything. Why should I pay for it? I'm not that dumb. Now, I will buy you a coffee or I'll buy you a burger or something, because guess what, ladies? Once you show me it's about compatibility and not about money, then we go on the right path. But if you're basing our relationship on how much I feed you or where I take you out, you are just in the booty call category. You have fallen in there.
Okay, but like, back to the topic at hand, I'm
Yes.
a player.
When we're talking about the players, that's the initial thing. That player's just going after that ass, correct?
Yeah, well, yeah, we're going after the ass until we find our unicorn. We're going after it. We're going through all you. See, the thing is, we're going through every one of you, seeing if you're a perfect fit. Are you going to be a round circle going into a round hole, or are you going to be a square peg going into a round hole? That's what we're looking for. But
now, in your history, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but no. But the thing I was saying is the thing that the ladies do to automatically let us know where you're going to be at is you do things before I even know you that tells me that you're just a booty call. The way you dress.
Okay. Yeah, that. Okay.
The way you dress, number one. Number two is I go in your Facebook and all I see is nothing but men. You got all these men. Now look at your picture. You got your ass hanging out. You got your little photos in your swimsuit. Yeah, that's not.
So that's just self-respect right there, though. That's all about self-respect. So, even me as like a friend looking out, you can tell those that don't respect themselves. So that's, the number one thing. If she don't have respect for herself, who else is going to respect her? So that's just that right there.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But see, the thing about my woman, she didn't have a bunch of emails. She didn't have a bunch of MySpace, and she damn sure didn't have any male friends. None of those things. And you know what?
So are you saying so you're saying that compatible thing, or that woman seeking for, that relationship or whatever, are you saying that she can't have male friends?
Let me tell you.
Okay.
About male ladies, I'm sorry to say it. Unless he's gay or he finds you unattractive, only those things, then he can be your quote-unquote male friend. Because if you don't believe me, ladies, what I want you to do tomorrow is this. I want you to go to work or go wherever you at with no underwear on, and I want you to tell that guy who you think he's your friend, say, you know what? If I gave you this pussy, or I gave you this ass, if I gave this to you secretly and no one would know about it, would you take it? And I guarantee 9 times out of 10 he will, but he's supposed to be your friend. He's supposed to respect your relation. Ladies, let me tell you what these guys do. See, you dealing with a lot of punk-ass guys that's not man enough to tell you, you know what, I want to take you out. I want to get to know you better. So what they do is they take the pussy route. They become your quote-unquote, your friend. I'm going to be the one to share ice cream, and we can wear our fuzzy slippers, and you can tell me about this, and we can go out, and we can go.
Z, we got a caller. We got someone that want to, I see someone's hands up. Let's see, your hand, 757, you're on the air. Did you want to add something to what the dean's, you've given us a lesson? Are you going to agree with them? Is this a male or female that I'm speaking to?
This is a female.
757.
I just dialed in, so I just dialed in like a minute ago. So I'm just
okay.
Right
I'll
now.
put you on mute, and we can continue to listen. Go ahead, Dean. What were you saying now?
What I'm saying for you ladies is, number one, get rid of all your male friends. And I'm sorry, I know it sounds weird, it sounds crazy, but a man wants to realize that, you know what, that this woman is focused on one thing. Maybe she's focused on her job. Maybe she's focused on getting herself together. But she doesn't have all these groupies around. We call them 2012s. Because these are the guys that are going to hope that the sun, the moon, and the stars line up, and you ladies see them for what they are. The nicest.
A 2012? Why would you call them a 2012?
Because, again, 2012, all the planets line up. That's what it's about. They just hope it. They're in the hope business. They hope everything lines up perfectly, and then you see them in the light. You're like, oh, my God, you have always been here for me all my life. I mean, I've been with the jerks and a-holes and bad boys, but you have always been there for me. I think I'm in love. But that's what they want. They're
the fairy tale. Okay.
They want the fairy tale. Absolutely. And let me ask you something, Aries. Did you ever read romance novels when you were young?
No.
Did you ever read one? Any?
Excuse me, what was that? I'm sorry.
You ever read any before?
I've watched the movies. As far as reading, it was like my interest is always in naughty material. So.
Hey, look at you. I love that shit. Yeah. See, but the thing is, a lot of women out there, it doesn't matter what, a lot of women read these romance novels. And you know the setting of the romance novel is? The setting is boring husband, just terrible, boring wife, living a boring-ass life until that jerk asshole rides in on a horse or a motorcycle. The woman and the guy argue. They fight and fight. Then all of a sudden they end up together. Great love, great sex. That's what a lot of women read about in these books. So they are already, that's why they like the jerks and the a-holes, because why? These guys stand for something. But I always tell people the way somebody is outside the bedroom is the same way they're going to treat you inside the bedroom. So if you're with that guy that's boring Bob, that tells you how pretty you are and gives you flowers and jewelry and all this other stuff, he's going to be that guy to get on top of you, 2 strokes, and that's it.
Are you saying that? So that means that jerk, that unicorn, is going to, like you said, he'll beat it up in the bedroom, but outside of the bedroom, is he still going to give you that respect? I mean, if you're saying what you find.
I teach my guys to treat women the way they want to be treated. But, Aries, let me ask you this question. Have you ever had a wilted flower in one of your books or diaries from an old boyfriend?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's talk about that for a second. As I always tell my guys, if you're doing it correctly in the bedroom, you don't have to buy them any gifts. You can go out your door and pick a flower and give it to her, and she's going to treasure that flower more than she would treasure any type of gold or jewelry because it comes with the unicorn behind it. It's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful. And
it's part of, and I will admit, like myself and some of my close friends, it's like those bad ones. It's, you need to stay away from those bad ones, but they're the ones that.
Yeah. But you know what, Ariel? But the bad ones, but what I'm saying, ladies, and let me tell you why it's good to have a bad boy that you're married to. Let me tell you, bad boys, jerks, and players and gigolos, they're the best husbands and fathers. Let me tell you why. Number one, there's nothing that your child is going to try to get away with that we haven't done before. They can try to sneak out and try to do all that shit. They can't do it. You can't play us because we invented half the shit that your kids are trying to do now. That's number one. Number two, we're going to demand respect. You're going to have to treat your mother with respect. You're damn sure going to have to treat me with respect. And when you're in the house, you're going to dress appropriate, and you're going to act like a woman. You're going to act like a man. And when you go out, you're going to act like it was when if I'm out there, you're going to act like you're going to act like I'm with you at all times. That's some good stuff about us. We're very faithful. We're very faithful. When we get domesticated, we're faithful. We're loving and caring and very respectful. But it takes a certain kind of woman to make us that way. And the first thing is,
for those that are weak, let's just go to it. But for those that are weak, those females that are weak, and they're looking, okay, that player, should they stay away from that player then? I mean, because from what you're telling me, they won't be able to handle it, and in many cases, they're not going to give that player what they want. To look forward to keep coming back, to want a relationship with that female.
Well, but they can, and even the single mothers can. Even single mothers can. If you're a single mom, you got – see, you know what I look for, and a lot of guys look for, especially with single moms, is we look through the kid. The kid will tell us everything about you. We don't have to worry about listening to you. We'll just watch the kid. Because that's what I did. Because guess what? Not only did she blow me away in all these different aspects of no man, no MySpaces, no guy friends. She was very mature, was looking for a mature relationship, number one. Number two, she had a child that was not only an honor roll student, but the child had skipped a grade in school. She was so smart. So that told me if I ever get her knocked up, she's going to be what? A good mother. She is going to be a good, caring mother and provider. And you know what? So for some of you ladies, you might call her boring. She stays at home. She doesn't go out a lot. Because you know why? She says there's nothing really out there for me. I'll go out here and there, but my responsibility is to my daughter. I'll say, oh, shit, that's another check mark. That's another check mark. And when I told my boys, they were like, man, does she have any friends? Can you get some DNA and clone her? Are you serious? I was like, hold it, dog.
ladies, I'm telling you, listen to what he's saying. So, you're not going to find him in the club every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Ladies, look, stay out of the clubs. I'm telling you. Don't accept a drink from a guy and stay out the damn club, because all you are is just a piece of ass. That's it. I'm going to do whatever and say whatever I need to get in your pants, because in my opinion, even though you might have value, when you're in the club shaking your ass, because, most of you ladies like, I'm just going to dance and I'm hanging out with my girls and all other bullshit, right? Hey, we know better. We know you're trying to show off, trying to show us that ass and all that stuff. That's what we're trying to get. But I'm trying to tell you, ladies, you can meet men everywhere. We're everywhere. But you got to find the right one. And guess what? The guy is testing you. Even though he's not really testing you, he's watching what you do. He's like, man, if I see that, you know what, I'm hanging around, you got all these guys calling your house, that's booty call. Because what on earth do I want to be the woman that has all these guy friends that there's nothing special about you? What is there special about you? Nothing. You're not doing anything against the grain. It's the ones that do stuff against the grain. And you know what? And I'm about to piss a lot of black women off, as I know this is a black woman show. Well, I'm about to piss off a whole hell of a lot of you right now, ladies. Please, I have to be honest with you. And I always say, if I ever wrote a book for black women, I would say, you know what, black ladies, if you ever want to know how to get a man, you need to learn from a woman outside your race. Now, hold on before.
Go. Why are you going there? Go there.
I'm explaining. Hear me out, ladies. Now, let's think about it for a second. If Aries was Microsoft and I was Roscoe Chicken and Waffles, okay, and I knew that Aries had all the customers, I knew that Aries was making all the money, would it be smart for me to just keep doing what I'm doing and not making money as in getting men? Or do I need to see what the fuck she's doing to have all these men around her? You see what I'm saying, Aries? You see what I'm getting at?
And this is like a topic for another show, because I know where you're going with this, and I'm so tired of women saying the white ones are taking our men away. I mean, I'm like real tired of it, and go ahead. What were you saying?
Ladies, look. Aries, it's not the white ones that are taking your men. It's the good ones that are taking your men. It doesn't matter. Look, you could be green, blue, purple, have 3 eyes, 2 ass cheeks, and a partridge in a pear tree. If you are treating me like the way I want to be treated, then I'm going to go that way, period. If you are treating me and making me feel good, making me feel like I'm the king of my castle, and you're cooking a meal and giving me ass, because, ladies, that's what Mrs. Tiger Woods did not do. You ladies need to do this. When you get with your man, you need to get a nice, comfortable chair. I would say go to IKEA and get a nice, comfortable chair. Get a notebook and like 5 or 6 pens. And then what you need to do is say, baby, I need to know your deepest, darkest, dirtiest fantasy. And if he's like, okay, I got a thing for midgets.
But most men aren't going to do that. They're going to tell you, now some of the ones that I know would say, go on with that stuff. Where you going with that? Most men aren't going to tell you their deepest, darkest fantasies like that.
We talking about unicorns, though, right? We talking about unicorns. We talking about the players and the whores and sluts and gigolos. We talking about them, right? The ones that's
in most cases, they want to put it down. They don't want to know what you want to know or what you want to do with them. They automatically come in with, I'm gonna do X, Y, Z, bang, 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 and that's it. So
they get to separate. This is separating you though, because you're taking an interest in us. You're saying, what, you like to be jerked off when you're playing video games, or when you're driving, you like a little head, or, like a midget, I'll get 2 midgets fucking juggling a lion tamer. What do you need me to do? When you have that attitude, guess what? The man doesn't really want you to do anything, but he's knowing that you're acknowledging him. Now, and for you ladies, look, ladies, and this sounds crazy, I can come and go as I please, and this is what I get on my woman about, because she used some fucking Jedi mind trick on me. You know what she told me to do? She said, baby, you're a grown goddamn man. If you want to go to the strip club, you go. If you want to go out and hang out with your fellas, just go. And guess what? I don't go, because I know I can go. And that's the fucked up thing about it. I'll get in her ass about this a lot. She's good at that. But you ladies think that, you know what, I'm going to tell him where he can go and what he can do. Keep trying it, because every time
is that the independent lady? I'm getting, like you're saying, okay, is that part of this independence lady, you know, Miss Independent?
It's part of this queen type. Ladies, stop with the queen shit, please. Be a fucking woman. Don't be a black woman. Don't be a powerful, strong woman. Just be a goddamn woman. Be a woman. And being a woman is I am a fucking woman. I have a period once a month, and I can give babies and blowjobs. I'm a goddamn woman. You don't need to be a strong black woman, queen. Guess what? Because there are women, because we all know this, there are women in the Middle East who get their ass beat on a constant basis, who still get up and cook a meal, but you never see them motherfuckers screaming, I'm the strongest, I'm strong, I'm strong. We don't want to hear that shit, ladies. We just want you to hear you say, you know what, baby? Bring that dick home to me. How are you doing today? Let me get some of that. I love you.
So you're saying that woman needs to cater to that man. Okay, and all that being said, if you're saying that's what she needs to do, what is that man doing for the woman then?
It's you're saying you treat the person the way you want to be treated. That's what I'm saying. Because you need to demand the same shit from your man. If he is not doing the same thing you're not doing, you got to shine up your damn. Hey, ladies, get your best fucking shoes, shine them up.
But let's be straight up here, though. We have those women that are doing all of what you're saying, but it seems like that's still not enough. You know, that's still not enough. So if a woman is breaking her back doing everything that she needs to do to satisfy that mate, and that one is still that player or whatever, what else can be done?
Shine up your shoes, ladies, and I'm going to tell you again. Shine your fucking shoes up and kick him straight the fuck out. He is a waste of your time. You have to realize that, look, it is okay to demand a lot of stuff from your man, but you have to give what you get. That's the bottom line. If you're going to demand a lot of shit, you damn sure better do a lot of stuff to get those demands. But you know what else? Let me tell you more about my woman, because I love this shit. Guess what? Christmas, she believes, is for children. You don't need to buy me a gift. Why do I have to buy you a gift? And this is what we talked about. See, this is our conversations we're having. And this is when I'm telling my boys, they're like, oh, my God, if I ever could find a woman like that, I will retire too. Her thing is, why do you want to buy me a gift on this specific day? I mean, most of my friends, I heard she say, most of her friends do that and force guys. You force guys' hands to buy you shit because they're going to get in trouble. You got a grown-ass man scared to do something because he knows he's going to get in trouble. But she's like, Christmas is for kids. And she says, you better not buy me anything on Valentine's Day. You know what? I've never bought her anything on Valentine's Day. But you know what I usually do? On the Super Bowl, one of the most biggest man days of them all. You know what I did, Aries?
What was that?
On the Super Bowl, I snuck away because me and her went out and she saw this little $4 elephant picture because she likes elephants. I snuck away from the Super Bowl, went 45 minutes just to buy that $4 picture and wrap it up for her. It's those little sweet things like that they like, that we like to do for you. We don't want to. Why am I going to take you out on Valentine's Day and take you out to eat? Why don't you take me out to eat? Why don't you do some shit for me?
You're telling us, you're up here, you're telling me that you're teaching your men in your school the total opposite of what I want to say what it's supposed to be, because everything you're saying is not how I would actually see it. But I'm listening to you, and I'm trying to. On some things I do feel you, but it's like it's the total opposite. You're saying really not give a shit. That's really what you're saying on both sides.
On both sides. But because see, the thing is, ladies, you need to be responsible for your own damn self, and he needs to be responsible for himself. And this is what I always say: if you're at a 10 in responsibility and being a good man, and she's at a 10 times 10 is 100, you've got a perfect marriage, perfect relationship. But if you're coming at 50, if you're coming at 5 and he's coming at 5, you're at 25. That shit's going to be over. But I haven't even gotten to the wedding part because y'all ladies got shit fucked up. I'm sorry, I got caught up. Y'all ladies got it twisted, thinking that, see, this is why I love you ladies. I love you ladies for doing this to these guys. I love it when you want the expensive wedding to show off to your girlfriends. You want to take all that money you got saved up that you could buy a house or a car or something, and you want to spend it on that one damn day. And you know what I would do if I was your friend? Let me tell you, I would be your buddy. I would be your best buddy because I know sooner or later after you have that one special day, the bills are going to stack up. You're not going to have sex because you're arguing all the time. That's when I'm sneaking in and I'm getting your ass. That's when I'm going to tear that
We
pussy
have
up.
some people in a chat room. You have got some people in a chat room hot. You have them hot. I want them to call in. I really want them to call in, but we only have like 4 minutes left to the show. So, Dean, we got to have a part 2. We got to have a part 2.
If I need you, I'll start a show. You come on my show and bring them all up. We can get this thing rolling because y'all ladies need to realize something. My job as a whore is to get your ass. And I'm going to do whatever I can. I'm going to come in like y'all say the devil comes in many forms. Well, we whores do the same thing. I'll be anything you want me to be. I'll be your best friend. Hey, I'll hold your hand. Like I told you.
Lord, we got to do a part 2. I'm going to catch up with you, Dean, because I know I'm going to get some messages behind this. I'm going to get some phone calls behind this. We've got to do a part 2. We've got to do a part 2.
Aries, you know the thing is, ladies, you can't get mad at me because I'm the ex-slut whore that's in an 11-year relationship with a woman.
But listen, and for also, and I do want to say a lot of points that you did hit on, I myself, I can agree with some of them, though. I mean, that's just me in my opinion, but, you know, we have to look at things outside of the box.
Yeah,
so,
I'm trying to take you outside this matrix of you feeling that you need a diamond ring or you need the guy to take you out to eat to prove his love to you. He doesn't need to do that. Why? Hey, look, ladies, let me tell you something, especially black ladies, let me tell you something. And this is really going to piss you off. Guess what? There's so many other races of women out there to give us ass. Why the fuck do we need to sit around and kiss yours? Why? I mean, you can scream and shout you're a strong black woman all you want. While I'm screwing that Asian or that British woman, I'm like, hey, what?
We got to come back. Then we have to do a part 2. I'm going to hit you up. We're going to do a part 2 and some of these people in the chat room and some of my callers. You know, I didn't have time to get to you, but we're going to have to do a part 2 on this.
Hey, ladies, challenge me. Come on Monday nights. You know where y'all can find me. If y'all don't believe in what I'm saying, challenge me. I'm open. I love telling y'all ladies, look, hey, if you want to be a cat woman, and you know what that is, you're that old-ass woman with a bunch of cats with no man, fine. Keep doing the shit you're doing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Keep living the lifestyle. Sure, you're going to get men. You're a woman.
Shout out your blog site for us. Shout out your give us a shout out for your Blog Talk Radio site. So if they want to log in, where they can find you at in the days. We have a minute left.
You find me from the schoolofdating.com. Go to the schoolofdating.com. I'm showing my guys how to get in your pants because it's real easy to do because you're stuck in that matrix of
Lord. This is Aries. We run out of time. We're going to have the Dean back again with more time. And I want to thank you all who tuned in. I am going to most definitely upload this up to the naughtygirls.com website as soon as possible because I know a lot of you want to listen to this again. And I thank all that dialed in. I thank all that, hit us up on the chat room. This show, I just wish we had more time once again. I'm out. I'm going to be off the air for about 3 weeks, so join me on August the 5th. And, we're going to start it up again. I'll have some new topics and, going to bring some more excitement to the show. So thank you again to Dean for calling in. And to all, I wish you a good night and talk to you guys later.